And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matches. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the DA.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the 1. Now here's Conley, the 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
4 on the clock, hammers the alley-oop through.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
So it's Utah now. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Mitchell wide open. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Johnson, the pass to Rubio. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Releases from 15. Here's Ayton. Rebound, Utah.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's Mitchell missing. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Back to Booker. Gregor, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Now Oubre, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. A second chance effort. It doesn't go for him.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Booker following the bucket by the Jazz. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Johnson surveying the floor. Oubre against Ingles. And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Mitchell against Johnson. There's 21 seconds left in the first. And that one's good. 9 points in the game so far.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Rubio. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Carter dishes to Saric. That one drops for him. Saric has got his first bucket in this one.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Mitchell outside. Shoots from 12. Again, Mitchell missing. Suns trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to Clarkson. Goes back up. Back to Davis. Poked away. Saric against Davis. Back to Saric. Pass to Jerome. Carter against Mitchell. 13 feet away. And it's Carter missing. Jazz leading by 4. Clarkson finds Davis. Three-pointer. With the tip. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson's running. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Baines. Saric against Davis. Davis with the double team. Saric dishes to Baines. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. A clear look for Mitchell. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And now an 8-point Utah lead. Here's Jerome, covered by Mitchell, and there it is for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Mitchell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Utah.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
Jerome passes to Baines. 44 seconds left here in the second, and that one drops.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Carter against Clarkson. The pass to Davis. Back to Clarkson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Clarkson's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Baines passes to Šarić. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Šarić has got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Hits the three-point bomb. And the Jazz lead by 9.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Moutier, and it's Davis in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
And Rubio kicks to Ayton. Rubio looking around. And here's Booker from the arc. That shot no good. And it's Utah the other way. Pass to Moutier to the paint. Here's Niang. The Jazz working the ball around now. Moutier against Johnson. Moutier passes to Davis. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Davis. Moutier's got his first bucket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
All alone, and Moutier throws it down.
Quick feet, quick hands of Conley, forcing the turnover and getting them out on the brink.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Moutier with the basket.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Rubio against Moutier. Rubio with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Oubre off the drive. Here's Ayton. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. And again, it's the Suns missing. At the elbow, Moutier. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Moutier's got 8 points here in this quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Oubre. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Jazz.
And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Georges Niang. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Emmanuel Moutier. And then for Phoenix, Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
Carter against Conley. Here's Kaminsky. That shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Right wing. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Booker with no one around. Now here's Kaminsky, defended by Gobert. Kaminsky dishes to Booker. And the 3 ball is good. Booker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Carter against Conley. He kicks it to Ingles. All alone. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Ingles has got his first 2 points of the night.
Making plays inside the arc, Joe Ingles' shot looks pure from any distance.
Down low, here's Kaminsky. Lays it up off the glass.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Bogdanovich passes to Clarkson. Fires from the corner. The offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Georges Niang, he's checked in for Utah. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for Saric. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. Carter up top, covered by Conley. There's the steal. And now Utah, fast break. Shoots it. Easy jumper from very short distance. And the Jazz lead by 13.
What I love about Conley, he always gives this team exactly what it needs. This time, finishing in transition.
And so it's the Utah Jazz looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Back to Rubio. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. For 3, Booker. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Johnson comes in for Aaron Baines, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bridges. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 17-point game. Inside. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his third assist on the night. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Fires from 14. That one rolling around and rims out. Suns trail by 15. Booker the pass to Rubio. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you know what? That play doesn't happen a few years ago. Rubio's a lot stronger now.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. Kicks it to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook, old school rebounding.
Johnson finds Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Gobert the pass to Conley. Offensive rebound. Mitchell in the corner. The tray. Rubio with the rebound. Suns trail by 11. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Count that bucket.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Here's Mitchell. Conley kicks to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jazz.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Donovan Mitchell.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Rubio against Conley. And the pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Sinks the three-pointer.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Second shot opportunity. And Ayton with the layup.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Stolen by Mitchell. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Even. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here. And now it's sent it down to David Aldridge standing by.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul.
Thank you, D.A. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Here's Dort. No good that time. Great D that time from Oubre. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Here's Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
Chalk up 2 there. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Booker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim.
Here's Dort. Again, the Thunder score.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rubio looking around. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. Launches a 3. That's good from Booker on the assist by Oubre. Booker's got 5 now.
Catching and shooting with confidence. Devin Booker letting it fly.
Ayton against Adams, and that one's good. Ayton's got his second bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams trying to free himself up. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Booker the pass to Johnson. Booker in the post. Gallinari covering. Ayton kicks to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ayton. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Ayton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Paul. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Rubio dishes to Ayton. And he gets the bucket. 8 points for him.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
And the rejection by Ayton. .106 left to play here in the first. No good from Booker.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting. But Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Now here's Noel. Pass to Ferguson. To the paint. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gallinari outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. That drive by Carter, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here is Muscala. D right on him, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Bridges, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. He notched. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. Here's Jerome, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Outside Carter, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And Noel throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Carter, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
To the inside, here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, recent years have seen the Suns hit and miss in the draft. You can count Mikal Bridges among one of those hits. They traded up to get him in 2018. And what he's provided and the potential that he still has, they don't have any regrets with that one.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Muscala. Gilgeous Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul against Bridges. Back to Rubio. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kaminsky. Unable to get that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. You go back to draft night, and Bridges drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, where his mother was an employee. The elation. And then, Brent, word of a trade.
Yes, the old awkward moment where you have to change hats during the draft. You know, the Suns valued him highly, and the Sixers maybe had some second thoughts, or the deal was already worked out, but still waiting for the payoff on the Sixers' end as Zaire Smith is trying to find his way onto the court.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Thunder trailing by 8. The drive by Paul. It's deflected. And even 3-on-3 break. Sharch passes to Booker. Sharch right side. Kicks it out to Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Booker knows he's got the ultimate green light, and right now exploring the three-point line.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That sends Chris Paul to the free throw line. Ricky Rubio picks one up. So for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Sharch, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bridges.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
That one goes in.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Under trailing by 10. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Adams. And 11 points for Chris Paul.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Rubio with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Kaminsky finds Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oubre pulls it in.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Paul. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Lets a floater go, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Booker. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Basket counts.
Oubre has the height right there to get it done and uses it well as he's able to score inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton. This is his second trip to the line in this one. No good on the free throw. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that. And he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
It's stolen by Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Tries from 16. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there, though?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Ferguson for three. That shot off, and Phoenix will come the other way. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Ayton kicks to Oubre. No good from outside. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 7. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Another shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Oubre finds Booker. Back to Oubre. And Adams sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. To the middle. Makes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 7.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. Wow,
hammering it in.
Terrence Ferguson, the guys really love it when he gets up like that.
Booker draws the double. Kicks it to Johnson. .158 left in the third quarter. Passes to Ayton. Johnson against Gallinari. With 3, Booker, Ayton, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. And here comes the break. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Booker looking around. The feed to Ayton. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Gallinari. The rebound by Johnson. Suns leading by 7. Inside. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Booker. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Pass to Adams. Over Ayton. No good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Suns shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in a point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. He feeds it to Baines. And that one, good. Baines has got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Schroeder hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Carter with it. Diallo's there. Out to the right wing. Jerome passes to Baines. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Diallo. No good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Sharch. Five to shoot. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 11.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Sharch with it now, guarded by Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Baines. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Booker, with no one around, connects from three-point range.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
To the paint, Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
They get it back. Shot's good by Baines.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Schroeder with the drive. He dishes it to Noel. Passes it to Diallo. Here's Dort. The three-pointer, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Carter dishes to Sharch. Back to Carter. And yes, it's good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Baines against Noel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Down low. Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career. And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. Johnson surveying the floor. Fires it up. And the Suns miss again.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeAndre Ayton.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 14.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns, and Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Ayton inside. Adams on him. Yep, it counts.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch. A view of I-40. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Mitchell.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Mitchell passes to Conley. Offline with his 3. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Adams down low. Gobert on him. Adams' shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Here's Bogdanovich. Chris Paul grabs the miss. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Paul against Conley. The shot by Paul, no good. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Bogdanovich. Mitchell. And Mitchell is right there.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10 wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Paul goes in. Here's Adams. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Paul against Conley. Inside, here's Gobert, and no good. Adams, some nice D. From the left block, Utah with the rebound. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City, trailing by 2. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And Dort gets it to go.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Conley scanning the floor. To the middle, here's Mitchell. Out to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Adams.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Fade away. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Mitchell left side. His shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Jazz lead by... And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
you know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Nerlens Noel, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
It's Schroeder with the drive. The rebound by Niang.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The Thunder with the lead. Shot from the wing. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Utah shooting around 40% from the floor here. Aston Niang. There's the 3. Thunder with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. To the paint. Noel finds Diallo. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Jazz trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's good.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Moutier looking around. Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks, because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever after being negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Schroeder outside. Shot clock at 5. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Davis.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Davis has got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for George Niang. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Clarkson. The shot's good from Paul.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Mitchell is doubled. Conley inside the line. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Over in the corner, Paul. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And a close game so far through the first. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. During the draft process in 2013, some scouts called Rudy Gobert too. And that'll do it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. Bucket is good.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Jazz making a change here. Moutier is checked in. Banked in off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Moutier. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel comes in for Steven Adams, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. The Jazz also changing it up. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside, Dort, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
The feed now to O'Neal. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. O'Neal's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Jazz have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Moutier, and Utah again with the bucket.
Well, to me, there's no question it's critical that Emmanuel Moutier make this shot more consistently, showing some signs of progress in the mid-range, guys.
And he gets it to go. Gallinari's got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clarkson looking for an opening. He kicks to O'Neal. Feeds to Gobert, and stolen by Noel. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Dort misses. Utah leading by 3. Pass to O'Neal. Moutier with the ball. Lays it up off the glass. Moutier's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Gallinari. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Jazz working the ball around now. Outside, Bogdanovic. Kicks it to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. And they're running. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Thunder trailing by 3. And here they come. Here's Gallinari. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
And he makes that one. He has 7.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Paul dishes to Adams, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Adams has got 6.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Clarkson, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 5.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Muscala is out there with Adams. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Diallo in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 5. Paul right side. Ferguson the pass to Muscala. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic, and he makes both free throws.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to Ingles. He feeds it to Davis. Back to Ingles. Davis finds Ingles. Comes up empty down low. Oklahoma City shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Mitchell is doubled. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Trying to get open is Davis.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Thunder trailing by 3. And Adams now top of the key. Here's Muscala. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Mitchell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. On the wing, Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is Donovan Mitchell in his toolbox, right? Uses the shot fake, gets that defender to bite. Nicely done.
For the Thunder, Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Diallo. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder making a change here. Dort's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in. Jazz leading by 3. Outside, Davis. Back to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
This is what Donovan Mitchell entered the league with, that explosive first step, and earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
Noel's checked in for Adams, and that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Now Paul over Conley. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Davis. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not sure Rudy Gobert left the floor to finish that dunk, but boy, what power.
Kicks it out to Paul. Takes the 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Outside Conley. That one falls. Conley's got his first basket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Mitchell. Off target from outside. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. Out left to the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander to the right side. Oklahoma City moving it around. Noel passes to George. It's good.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
The pass to Clarkson. Here's Davis. Outside Conley. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And that one's good. Noel.
Noel won't back away from these big-time moments. He's saying, this is my time.
And it's the Jazz's ball. 6-point lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gobert in the corner. Back to Mitchell. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Yes, that goes in.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Davis down low. So we see the Jazz get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home. We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling into the arena. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day. And is
Well, Kevin,
a special talent indeed. David, thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at center. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Conley gets the bucket.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner, and in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Now Mitchell, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer, tries again, kicks it out to Mitchell. And he banks in the layup.
The strength of Donovan Mitchell going downhill off contact, able to muscle it through.
Rubio against Conley. Stolen by Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. And the pass to Mitchell. Over Ayton. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Now here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Stolen by Conley. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Love the high activity of Conley on defense, keeping his arms moving all the time to create problems for the opposition.
Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The drive by Rubio. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. And Phoenix with another turnover here. Searching for their first points of the game.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Mitchell outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Saric has checked in for Johnson. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Now here's Gobert. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Count that one. 11 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A nice shot by Booker.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Ingles passes to Mitchell, and it goes down 2 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Suns trail by 15. And Rubio kicks to Ayton. Booker looking around. Back to Ayton. And good that time.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here's Mitchell. 13 points in the game. To the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. Rubio, the pass to Booker. He can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Oubre against Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots from the elbow, and that one hits back iron. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Rubio against Mitchell. Here's Ayton. Goes back up, and the layup by Sharks.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Booker against Mitchell with the fadeaway. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Booker from the arc. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
For the 3. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, Clarkson is out there with Davis. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Moutier in at the 2 spot. And it's Davis missing. Suns trail by 8. Now Bridges. Passes to Jerome. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
And Gobert drops them both. Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Carter outside. Pass to Kaminsky. Shot clock at 6. Back to Carter. Fires the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Jazz take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Clarkson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Moutier finds Davis. Tipped away. Bridges against Clarkson. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Bridges.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Moutier with the basket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Pass to Jerome. A fader. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Baines.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Shoots from 14. Utah the rebound. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clarkson against Bridges. Clarkson dishes to Davis. Back to Clarkson. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And Utah with a change here too. O'Neal's checked in. No good from Booker. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. 10-point lead.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
59 seconds left in the first half. Conley surveying the D. The feed to Davis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Booker. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Here's Gobert. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
And here's Rubio. And so it's the Utah Jazz.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 13 points, 2 assists,
and for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. From 15 feet away, Rubio misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside Conley, a 3-ball. Gobert the pass to Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Ingles can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I really like Donovan Mitchell's composure out there. leading this team by example.
Davis is checked in for Utah. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Good D by Rubio.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ayton inside. He's guarded by Davis. Ayton against Davis. Goes up on the block. And the shot is good. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Mitchell looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 20.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Gobert against Ayton. Booker up top. He's got 8. The pass to Rubio. Over Conley. Ayton inside. Gobert on him. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Ayton. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Ayton up top, defended by Gobert. Booker with no one around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Booker's got 11 points.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's O'Neal. Gobert, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Rubio, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Though he's not known to be a great shooter, Rubio gives you a lot of things. Versatility, size out of the backcourt, and he's a coach out there on the floor.
And the Suns here with a different look. Kaminsky is checked in for 8. Saric comes in for Johnson. Bridges is checked in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Carter in for Devin Booker. Moutier against Rubio. Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Nice shot by Gobert.
That's just too easy. Defensively, you want to prevent Gobert from getting the ball that deep.
Carter with it. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. The Suns making a switch here. Jerome is checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Bradley's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Bridges, the 10-footer, finds the target. Jazz leading by 9. Moutier looking around. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Kaminsky finds Bridges. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Bradley, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Utah out in front, up by 9. 2K. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. 6 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Suns trail by 9. Knocked loose. Carter against Mitchell. Carter dishes to Bridges. Back to Carter. All sorts of time. They get it again. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Clarkson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Stand with it, and Gobert with a high-flying tip dunk.
Carter with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
All the officials are all over that one.
And he knocks down the first one.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. And Rubio kicks to Booker. From deep. Lets it go from 11. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint.
Conley with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah. Suns trail by 8. Here we go, one-on-one. Saric passes to Baines. Oubre outside. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Mitchell. And the layup is good. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half.
If you guard Donovan Mitchell, I don't know how you defend him with that little float game he has.
Passes it to Rubio. Saric looking around. Back to Rubio. Booker in the corner. No good on the 3.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Here's Mitchell. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And now a 12-point Utah lead. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all 3 levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
Feeds to Baines. It's stolen by Gobert. 1:19 left to play here in the fourth. Mitchell outside. Takes a three. Gobert trying to get open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Jazz.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
No good from Booker. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Puts up a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 31.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Oubre outside. Charge outside. No good. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. best squad. Coming down the tunnel earlier tonight. They want to carry that shot. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Booker left side. Here's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And the Thunder going the other way now.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
And so he hits both.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively. 2018, the first name called in the draft was one DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Adams right side. Rebound by the Suns. Rubio outside. Now the pass to Booker. Lets it go from 11. Good as the jump shot falls.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And Rubio kicks to Johnson. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Gallinari. The rebound by Johnson.
And that's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Rubio against Adams. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Missed inside.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Dort. Great D that time from Oubre.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Booker finds Oubre. Over Gallinari. Here's Ayton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And the Suns also making a change. Sharge is checked in. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Gallinari right side. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharge. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. The shot by Sharge. No good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. Ferguson the pass to Noel. And the rejection by Ayton.
So he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. The Suns trailing. Here's Baines, and he makes good on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Jerome, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Carter outside. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. That one goes. Count it.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Inside. And it's Schroeder missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
And so he makes both from the line. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Baines finds Bridges. Back to Baines, and stolen by Noel. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Ferguson. Passes it to Muscala. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Oh, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll get the second quarter underway. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell me I talked.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Aaron Baines out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Bridges. Defense right on him.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him.
Bridges, no one around him. No good with the triple. Pass to Dort. Back to Diallo. Goes up on the wing. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Carter finds Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
And the Thunder with some changes. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Paul, right side. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Sharch is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And for the Suns, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
There's the lob to Adams. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Saric. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ayton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And they'll keep possession. Dort passes to Adams. And here's Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. Back to Adams. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Rubio. No good off the back of the rim.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Puts it up from 12. Second chance shot. And Saric kicks to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Booker.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And Ayton stays with it. And the Suns lead by 7.
And not hard to see why they're on the bad end of this run. Just not doing the job on that defensive backcourt.
No doubt contact there, but Gallinari's strong enough to get the job done.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training center.
Booker trying to free himself up, and there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Booker.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
And the shot goes in. Dort's got 6 in the quarter.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to Paul. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Ayton finds Rubio. Oubre on the wing. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Johnson's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Rubio. Down low. Johnson kicks to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Rubio outside. For three, Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Booker's got 8. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Carter outside. Paul with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker, and it's in there. He's got 6.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Carter drives in, dishes it to Kaminsky, and it goes down 2 points. Kaminsky's got his first points in this one.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Paul with the ball. He has 6. Here's Adams out to Gallinari. Just 3 to shoot, and he's good on the 3-ball. Gallinari's got his second bucket.
Nice swing action there. Gallo, he simply squares up and rises to the occasion.
To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gallinari. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And it's Schroeder missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Bridges passes to Booker. Kicks to Kaminsky. Thunder with the rebound. 1-on-1 here. Feeds it to Muscala. Schroeder outside. 1:46 left to play in the third. Pass to Ferguson. Noel wide open. He fires. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, just wants to continue Nerlens Noel to show that he is working on his game offensively to become more effective.
To the inside. The pass to Jerome. He kicks to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shot's good by Baines.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
Passes to Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Noel's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Kicks it out to Booker. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Kaminsky finds Bridges.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
They get it back. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3.
And Ferguson very capable of highlight reel plays like that.
Rubio finds Booker. Offensive rebound, goes back up, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got his first points of the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And here we go. Saric all alone. And the dunk by Booker.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
The drive by Schroeder. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
The drive by Rubio, and it's good, 2 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Dort. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Oubre on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. And a change for the Suns. Johnson's checked in with 3. Booker. Here's Ayton. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Suns lead by 4. Paul passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Big time shot from Gallinari. This is why he's one of the leaders of the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And that's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Paul passes to Gallinari. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Can't connect from short range. Suns leading by 4. Here's Rubio. Kicks it out to Johnson from outside the arc. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And it's good for 2.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
To the paint. Ayton against Adams. Kicks it out to Booker. 5 on the clock. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Paul passes to Adams. Gallinari outside. Right wing. To tie it up. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Rubio, the pass to Ayton. Yes!
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Gallinari dishes to Adams. Money! Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oubre passes to Booker. It falls!
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Ball outside. Off target from downtown. Gallinari wide open. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And let's go.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Conley finds Gobert. Out to Conley. Launches it. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. The shot's good.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Pass to Ingles. Over to the left wing. Conley against Paul. Mitchell right side. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell in the mid-range making great use of what the defense is giving him.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Pass to Gobert. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Gallinari attacking, and yes, it's good. Gallinari's got his second basket.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the triple. Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Paul. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. And the free throw, no good. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Count that one.
Well, Nerlens Noel adding to his offensive repertoire. Soft-looking jumper from the big man.
Mitchell is doubled to the inside and slam dunk by Gobert.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander banked in off the glass.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And there's the pass to Clarkson. And the wide open shot from Paul. That 3 off the mark. Jazz trail by 4. O'Neal passes to Gobert. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Back to Gobert. It's tipped.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Oklahoma City moving it around. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And for a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Moutier finds Gobert. Davis with it. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Pass to Clarkson. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Muscala. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
That's how you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Noel, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Ferguson, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Muscala in at center. And that one's good. Schroeder.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The feed to Clarkson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Ingles passes to Davis. The 3. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Dort. And he overshot that one, missing. Utah's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Ingles. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Joe Ingles has a great feel for understanding when to shoot the jump shot or when to attack off the bounce. That is not bashful right there. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to O'Neal. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Shoots over Schroeder with the putback. Here's Davis. Back to O'Neal. Left side, Davis. They shoot again. Rebound by Muscala.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
Moutier dishes to Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Dort. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And now a 7-point Thunder lead. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. for the Jazz. Bogdanovich is checked in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the harm.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Davis. And it's George Niang in for Joe Ingles. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Ferguson's checked in. Pass to Noel. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell ferocious attacking in the open floor.
Noel finds Adams. Gobert with the block. And he recovers it. Kicks it out to Paul. To the middle. Here's Noel. Rebound, Utah. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Broke loose. Here's Niang. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Mitchell's shot is good.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Fires from 14. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Noel.
Well, this is problematic because Donovan Mitchell can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spotting up, you name it, he's got it.
Shot to stop the run, and a lot of contact on that. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. The challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Here's Ferguson, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Ferguson's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Here's Clarkson. Here's Bradley. He kicks it to Clarkson. Trying to find Mudiay. Gets it to him. 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. Offensive rebound.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points. Such a steady floor. And that'll do it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the center position.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Mitchell is double. Passes it to Gobert. Inside, Ingles dishes to Davis. Pass to Conley. From 12 feet out. That one misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Dort. The rebound by the Jazz. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Conley for 3. Davis on the follow. Davis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
And that one is good. Dort's got 10 points in the game. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Ingles. Mitchell looking it over. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mitchell's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Jazz.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jazz have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. On the wing, Ingles. Gobert trying to get open. The Jazz again can't hit it. Thunder trailing by 6.
Indoors, when you just look at the number.
Oh! You got to be kidding. Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tipped. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. He's looking for Diallo and finds him.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Gobert over Muscala. Gobert finds Ingles. Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. And he drops it in from the low post. Mitchell's got 25 points in the game.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's O'Neal. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 7.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Mitchell wide open, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Gallinari. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Jazz leading by 8. And the pass to O'Neal. Down low. And stolen by Diallo. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Stolen by O'Neal. Pushing it up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mitchell's shot is good.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Shooter passes to Ferguson. And Muscala kicks to Diallo. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Passes it to Ferguson. Feeds it to Muscala to the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Now Diallo. That's a 2 from Ferguson. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruised. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. We've got Paul. Steven Adams is out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the shooting guard position. Moutier, no good. Thunder trailing by 10. Makes it off the glass. Ferguson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Thunder.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Hooks and dishes to Gobert. Shoots over Adams. Gobert can't hit. The Thunder shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Dort. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. Jazz leading by 5. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Moutier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Dort. 3-pointer. The shot by Paul, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Clock at 6. Here's Moutier. Drains it from 17 feet out. Moutier's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, to me, there's no question it's critical that Emmanuel Moutier make this shot more consistently, showing some signs of progress in the mid-range, guys. He plays with such an aggressive attitude. Even a sliver of daylight gets him to the rim.
Moutier pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's foul number 2 for him. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. Tries again. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Alinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Conley kicks to Ingles. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Unloads from 13. Back to Ingles. To the inside. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Gobert. Clock at 4. From downtown. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Calm, cool, collected under pressure. Steven Adams, no problem.
And those are big points here. If they can do the job on D, this game can get close in a hurry.
Here's Conley. Over to the wing. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Gobert. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Jazz lead by 6.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Inside. Back to Paul. To the middle. Here's Adams. Count it!
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Mitchell outside. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Gobert. It's rebounded by Paul. And here now the Thunder. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Gobert dishes to Conley. Mitchell in the corner. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And so it's Utah who's scraped by with the win. What a shot. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg F.